Greetings, this is the May 7th, 2017 edition of the Waldoboro Scoop, your update of the goings-on in our beautiful town. I hope you enjoy. Spring is here, flowers are blooming, the trees are budding, the grass is growing, time to spend some time outdoors. Get out there and enjoy it. Okay, here we go. First item, last Monday, May 1st, our new town manager, Julie Kaiser, started. She is a very vibrant individual. I hope many of you can stop in to meet her. She's actually requested that anybody who would like to, feel free, come right in. Basically to show her what kind of wonderful people we have living here in this town. She needs to meet some of you great people too. Just stop on in, or you can call for an appointment. Now for a public service announcement. Okay, imagine you need help and have to call 911. There's a real emergency, and maybe there's an armed burglar in your kitchen, or you accidentally cut yourself while cooking and you can't get bleeding to stop. Somebody falls off the roof and they can't feel anything below their neck, or even the house catches fire due to a mouse chewing on the wires. Well, that's scary enough. Now, imagine the ambulance or police or fire department can't find you because a number fell off your mailbox, or they're too small to read from the road as they're driving down it, or even your mailbox is on the other side of the road. When seconds count, will they find your house when they've never been there before? That's the question you got to ask yourself. Believe it or not, this is happening. Unmarked or poorly marked addresses are causing response delays by emergency responders. This could mean the difference between life and death for you and or family and or friends. On the official town website, you'll find some great helpful tips for marking your home. Follow these tips to help them help you when seconds count. Also, the Waldoboro Firemen's Association offers reflective address markers, kind of like this. These markers are double-sided. They measure 18 inches by 6 inches and have 3-inch white reflective numbers on a blue reflective background. These signs are easily seen by emergency personnel or package delivery people, even in snowstorms or heavy fog. They're very bright when you're coming down the road. They're ideal for this situation and can be installed at the end of your driveway. They cost only $10 until Waldoboro Day. After that, they return to the regular price of $20. I've also heard that residents may be able to have these installed by the Firemen's Association if you can't do it. If you're elderly or you have a disability or for some reason you just can't do it, you can ask them and they may install them for you. Out-of-town orders are always accepted at regular price. To order these signs, you can visit the official town website and download or print out an order form, or you can get the order form right at the town office. Now, for commercial clam harvesters, this is just a reminder that conservation dates have been set, and there's only 2 of them left. They're listed, the dates are listed on the town website. As you know, you need to put in 6 hours of conservation time, or you need to pay for it at $10 per hour, or a combination of both. June 16th is the deadline to complete the conservation time or pay, along with turning in your application for a commercial harvesting license. Now, are you just a regular Joe and maybe you'd like to get out there and dig some clams occasionally for your own use? Residents can purchase a license at the town office for recreational purposes. For a small license fee, you can get a 1-year license, which you can occasionally dig some clams for yourself and your family. This is hard work, but can be very satisfying. Just check in with our shellfish warden to make sure that the flats aren't closed, and he actually may be able to suggest a place for you to dig. Who knows? He can be contacted through the town office. Non-resident recreational licenses are also available, with 1 license sold for every 10 resident licenses sold. So they are restricted, and you just got to keep checking in. Now, let's talk pot. And just to let you know, I don't currently use it in any form. But by now, like it or not, Everybody knows that marijuana is legal in the state of Maine. The state currently has a moratorium on every aspect of this new law except for the possession and use part, and I believe growing. The thing about Maine law is that towns and cities can enact law that is more restrictive than Maine law, not less restrictive. So our select board has decided, since the town vote was so close, to assemble a marijuana committee to examine exactly how would the town like to handle the legalization of marijuana. There's many different options. This committee will have the power to recommend to the select board how we should move forward, either totally banning the sales of marijuana, right straight through to allowing everything, including clubs and everything in between. They can also recommend where any of this will be allowed in town. They can set districts that are specific. You can only do it here, you can only do it there, depending on what you got. There are two sides to this coin that are blatantly apparent. One says that the drug is a gateway drug, is unsafe to our populace, and therefore should be banned for our own good. When alcohol prohibition stopped, many towns decided to just become a dry town rather than allowing alcohol sales at the time. Most of them since have changed back over, but it's an option. After all, this is not alcohol. This is a totally different animal. The other side of the coin shows a potential for increased business, allowing other businesses to benefit from the local traffic, as well as more businesses can help with the tax base and possibly lower taxes for residents. I don't know what to think, and to tell you the truth, I really don't care either way. But I do know that there should be both sides of the coin represented on this committee. And I do think that the wishes of the majority of the town should be represented and honored. In my opinion, the against side will probably be amply represented, and they haven't actually indicated as much. But if you are on the for side, and you feel that you should be represented, stand up and apply for the committee. But either way, the committee application can be found on the town's official website or by asking for one at the town office. You can also call the town office. We'll mail one out to you. Right now there's only a couple of applicants, but the board's looking to fill this and get this going. If the board can't fill the committee with applications, they will appoint people who they want. And you, depending on what side you're on, may not be amply represented. My only concern is proper representation. So, there it is. There's your warning. Have at it. And now for this week's weather scoop. It is a glorious day today, with highs around 56 degrees. Partly sunny and windy will help to dry things out a bit. The rest of the week, it's going to stay in the low to mid 50s with overnight lows around 40 degrees. There is a possibility of a little rain come midweek, but I wouldn't bet the farm on it. So that's it for this week's weather. This week's scoop. Actually, I do hope you all enjoyed it. I apologize for a couple of weeks I've had off. Things have come up. Life is life. But have a great week and peace.
This program was brought to you exclusively by A+ Recycling and Rubbish Removal. A+ removes rubbish regularly to keep your property clean.